Following trends of major American cities, New York endured another sharp increase in gun violence over the weekend. Data from the NYPD reveals from Friday to Sunday there were a staggering 51 victims of shootings. 7 of them were killed.
It's sad.
Including a Rikers correction officer. John Jeff Jr. was shot 11 times while searching for a parking spot in Queens, according to police.
Why? What's the point of killing people? Like, why are we doing this?
Another brazen shooting in one of the city's busiest train terminals. The NYPD says this man opened fire on a subway rider, hitting the 40-year-old in the arm while waiting for the 456 train on Saturday afternoon. The bloodshed continuing to coincide with the end of pandemic-related shutdowns, mass unemployment, and protests condemning police violence against black people. Nationally, gun violence increased 37% this summer, according to a nonpartisan criminal justice group study.
I think why is the big question here. What's driving this spike in shootings? KD Johnson, your thoughts about this one?
You know, police are under a lot of scrutiny these days. So they have kind of taken a reactionary posture. In New York, we talked about this a few months ago, where they did away with the Violent Crimes Task Force. They reassigned these guys. So criminals watch the news, and they usually take advantage of things like this. And they're going to go out and continue to do things until we can get everyone to understand the way the police work. I mean, not every officer out there is bad. And so police officers are taking a stance where I'm going to be basically like a fireman, respond to the call and deal with it, and then go back to doing what I was doing. But we have got to address this, and the community activists are going to have to take an active role in this and help assist the police with getting violence to stop in these neighborhoods.
Lieutenant Colonel, what do you see as the reason why the number of shootings is just spiking and going up?
It's really hard to say, Vinny. You know, we can blame the pandemic. We can blame the George Floyd killing. We can blame the president. But right now, all of that is anecdotal. Those are anecdotal observations, and we really don't have any empirical data that says that these are the reasons why we're having these crimes. There's years that have gone by that we've seen spikes in killings and gun violence. And so that's an up and down situation. I think until somebody really sits down and looks at the data and we can really put our hands around it and minds around it, only then will we be able to decide what's causing this.
Final story tonight from WCPO in Cincinnati.